Are you satisfied with your job?
Yes.
So are you satisfied with your job? I'm satisfied, yes, otherwise I would not work.
Are you satisfied with your job?
Oh yes, very much.
Are you satisfied with your job?
Yes, I am satisfied.
Hello there. Stan, hey, thanks for coming by.
Sure.
Can I get you a coffee or anything?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Hey, have a seat,
Thanks.
please. I really appreciate this. And I could have come to your branch instead if...
No, this worked out fine. I had a meeting in the area. So, how's the family, Ralph?
Oh, great. Sally just started first grade.
Is that right? Oh, that's wonderful. My youngest just graduated from college
Oh, my
last
goodness.
year, so it goes by fast.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I didn't want to get into it over the phone, but I've had some personnel issues, and I wanted to talk to you because you're always so helpful to me.
What's the problem?
Well, a few weeks ago, one of our sales assistants filed sexual harassment charges against one of our FCs. It's been a real headache.
What happened?
Well, it's kind of complicated. It all began a few months ago with one of his clients.
Mr. Sprouse, Tom will be right out. Can I get you anything?
That's okay. I'll just wait here and admire the scenery.
Bert, thanks for coming down. How you been?
Can't complain, Tom. I see you finally got yourself a new girl.
That's right. Wendy came aboard last month.
Well, she's in the right business because she certainly has some fine assets.
Excuse me, Tom, do you have a moment?
Yeah?
I wanted to talk to you about Mr. Sprouse. I mean, the way he talked about me.
Oh, don't worry about Bert. He's harmless. Hello? Hey, Phil. Can you hold on just one sec? Wendy, I gotta take this call.
Tom, what he said really insulted me.
Look, Wendy, he's got a $2 million account with us, so just ignore him, okay? Hey, Phil. Yeah, I got the order.
June, I mean, I don't even...
I think Wendy would have let this incident pass if there hadn't been other problems between her and Tom.
This is the last one.
Yep, that's it. Nice. All right, excellent work.
Thanks. No problem.
You feel like getting something to eat?
No, thanks. I gotta get back home.
Oh, come on. After all this hard work, the least you can do is let me buy you some dinner.
Really, I have to get back. Maybe some other time.
Sure. You know, Wendy, you've really been doing a great job.
Thanks, Tom.
It's funny, since you've been here, I feel better about myself. I've not had a lot to feel good about since my divorce.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about your divorce.
Well, you sure I can't interest you in some dinner?
Yeah, really, I have to get back. My boyfriend is expecting me.
Oh, I understand. Sure.
Well, good night.
Uh-huh.
A few days after that, Tom blew up at her.
Wendy,
Yes, what's the matter?
did you open the Greenberg account?
No, I had to...
What have you been doing? It's been 3 hours.
I thought I could...
Do me a favor, okay? Don't think. If there's something you don't understand, you come to me, you ask me. You got it?
Yes, but
No,
I've
no,
only
no
been
buts.
trying...
Just do what I tell you to do, all right?
Tom, I want to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Don't worry, I straightened it out with the client.
That's not what I meant. I'm very upset about the way you spoke to me. It was very embarrassing.
Wendy, you took all morning to open the account.
There were 2 other accounts to open, and all the computers were down.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't give me a chance.
Okay, maybe I overreacted a little, and I'm sorry. But, you know, Wendy, I think a lot of the problem here has to do with your attitude.
My attitude.
Yeah, I think you could be a little more positive about your job.
I think I've been very positive about my job. It's just hard to stay positive when you scream at me in front of everyone.
Wendy, do you want the job to work out, or don't you?
I've been trying to make the job work out. I just don't know what you want from me.
All I'm saying is, you could try to be a little friendlier. This is a people business.
I think that I've been very polite, and I've tried to be professional.
You've got to learn to relax. Look, maybe you and we got off on the wrong foot. Why don't we discuss it tonight, over drinks.
You want to have drinks?
Yeah, we can talk about your future here.
What?
So did you have drinks with him?
Of course not.
Well, maybe he was just trying to bury the hatchet.
Ralph, he was touching me and telling me that my future here depended on my being friendlier. Isn't that obvious enough?
All right. Let me talk to Tom. I want to hear his version.
His version?
I just want to make sure that you didn't misunderstand his intentions. Wendy, don't worry. I'm sure that we can straighten this out.
She said that?
Tom, these are serious allegations.
She's lying. That's not what this is about.
Well, what is this about?
She couldn't handle the pressure. She knew that I wanted to let her go, so she cooked up this harassment charge.
Whoa, you wanted me to fire her? Well, why am I only hearing about this now?
Hey, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But after this, I want her gone. I mean today.
Survey found that 3 out of 4 employees don't think they're strongly valued on the job, and nearly half say they're not highly satisfied with their supervisors. That means they hate their boss. The problem has spawned an entire industry about what can be done to fix it. Joining us to discuss this is workplace expert Bob Rossner, author of The Boss's Survival Guide. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How big a problem is this, really?
Oh, this is a huge problem. 3/4 of the people, according to that poll, don't feel respected at work. I personally responded to 50,000 emails, and I thought in the recession we'd hit bottom. But in fact, people are still frustrated and upset. Well, there's a lot of reasons. People feel overworked. People feel underappreciated. Companies communicate poorly. But the bottom line is people get upset being treated like paupers when the executives are getting huge paychecks. And there's a lot of anger out there.
And the fact of the matter is, Bob, when people are unhappy, it's bad for business, isn't it?
It is. There's studies that say $350 billion unhappy employees affect businesses. But one study found employees who are happy are 12% more productive. Companies are more profitable. Companies are worth more. Bottom line is, it makes sense to have happy people, but the recession created a lot of bad habits in management, and that's really a problem.
You always hear about these companies like Google and Zappos that have perks like fresh juice bars and cafeteria food and sleeping pods. Do those actually help? Does that make people happier?
I'm going to upset all the vegans out there. There's icing and there's cake. Perks are great icing. Icing always tastes good. We like that. The bottom line is the cake. People have to feel respected and have to feel paid fairly. And perks won't overcome that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is G for T. We're interviewing people on the street about the unemployment situation in California, and we're talking with Mireya. She's originally from Calexico, California, on the border, and now she's moved here into San Bernardino. It's about an hour outside of LA. And what is going on with jobs right now with young people? And you graduated from college.
I just graduated in June. I've been having a really hard time finding jobs. I mean, I did find one right away as what I wanted to become, which is an anchor, but the pay was not what I expected it to be. It was far, far from what I expected.
And what's your experience with looking for work in Southern California now?
I do have to say that it's definitely a struggle, and I was really assuming that as a college graduate I would have more of an edge while looking for a job and finding better opportunities for myself and for my family, but it's been a real definite struggle. I've been going to the mall, insurance places, all kinds of places, and it's sad, but it's the one thing it's what I want it to be, and another thing is how it is, you know? And how it is right now is that if you're college educated, if you have a lot of luck, you maybe find a job at $9.50 an hour, part-time, if you're lucky. In my apartment where I live in San Bernardino, it's a 1 mile radius from my apartment, and I live around 21 sexual predators. I've been harassed at night, I've been followed by cars at night. I, under no circumstance, walked outside at night by myself, outside of my apartment, no. Well, the most outrageous thing that I've heard lately is someone who graduated with me in college, college educated, like she had about a 3.4 GPA, which is really, really good, and she's working out in the field.
We work hard, but we live like animals.
The father of two makes $500 a month as a rock drill operator for London-listed Lonmin Platinum Mine. The company is at the center of a wage dispute that turned deadly on Thursday.
Employees chose not to come to work, and then that very quickly escalated into an issue of public violence which was beyond our control.
34 protesting miners were killed. An inquiry into the incident has been launched. But the underlying reasons behind the workers' dissatisfaction remain. They want to earn more money and say the deaths of their colleagues have made them even more determined.
We cannot go back to work until we get the $1,500 we're demanding. Otherwise, those who have died will have died in vain.
A new survey has found that worker dissatisfaction has been on the rise for more than 2 decades.
We've seen a tremendous deterioration in satisfaction among U.S. employees over the last 20 years. Back in 1987, about 60% of all workers said they were satisfied. Today, it's down to 45%.
And the frustrations aren't confined to just one aspect of employment.
Well, we've really seen dissatisfaction growing among all aspects of the job, whether it's job security, wages, recognition, bonus, potential for growth. All these areas have seen a tremendous erosion over the last 20 years.